Thank you. We're just getting the stage ready. I've been doing the vaccination information thing for a long time. 1993, I first started researching. 1997. I had a call last night. Actually, I won't name names for circumstances, but I always find that somehow, sometime before a rally, when there's so much going on. Hang on. I get a gentle reminder of what it's all about, you know, from people who are suffering, passionate, determined, trying really hard to protect the health and well-being of their children and grandchildren in a climate of great division. And in this case, no childcare or kindergarten unless it's all vaccines on time according to the schedule. No wriggle room, okay? And then on one side you have a bit of a medical side to the family, and on the other side you have the idea that you better, please look into this, take some time, but there's no opportunity to be selective or delay. That was my reminder last night, and I just held my heart because it was just like the triple whammy for this family. You know, the mother's got to go back to work or study, the babies are young, but then there'll be care, and then they can't make a choice about vaccinating, and then they do this, they go through this roller coaster of health problems. I gave a talk the other Thursday before last, and I did disclose I brought up 4 kids without a single pharmaceutical, and not even Panadol. It can be done. So, it's just a reminder that when we're talking about exiting the WHO, we want to exit a system that is dominated and controlled by Big Pharma. So there is always absolutely an alternative to every pharmaceutical product. I studied pharmacology. I came out of that. I wouldn't take aspirin for a headache. It's a giant circus. It's guesswork. It's damaging to your health. It's toxic. So it's really important that we're all here today. We've got the forest of the fallen, the COVID, all of the damage from the COVID vaccines. There's a meme going around saying, nobody's sorry that they didn't get that jab, which is perfectly true. I have to say, in 30 years of talking to parents, no parent is sorry that they didn't jab their child either. Okay? It's the same thing. Now, in a week I did disclose I do watch a bit of ABC News. I look at mainstream news because I'm interested to see what the narrative is. And this week there's a couple of things. One, Ukraine Eurovision performers being garnered to use social media to promote Ukraine's position in the war, and ask for assistance. There you go. So from Eurovision to warmongering. That was alarming. Then I just sat there incredulously when, most of the population, presumably of Australia, are waiting with bated breath to find out what the AFR's position is on The Voice. Everybody, you were waiting? AFR, not AFR. Football. AFL. Somebody's punishing me. Oh, you must be waiting to hear what the AFR position is. Maybe that's a thing. We'll do what Kat says. No, you won't. The Football League, the National Football League. We're all supposed to sit and wait till they say yay or no to the Voice. Like, on what planet? So, I live alone, which is lucky because I'm just sitting there shaking my head going, on what planet, loudly. But then a 95-year-old woman on a walking frame brandishing a piece of cutlery was tasered. Twice. And by a young police officer, with no thought to safety. I had to fill in a form to tell City of Adelaide what was going to happen if a tree fell on somebody here today. So please stay away from the trees. On what planet does somebody do that to somebody on a walking frame with no thought to the consequences? I'm afraid this planet. So, just wanted to say that it is just appalling. It is the most, moron just reached a whole new level, didn't it? Right. Be careful on the roads. People are missing bits of their brain. It's not a coincidence that the road toll is double what it was last year in climbing. It's no coincidence that half the quarters of buildings that are on a corner street, they don't quite make the curve. You'll see them under repair all over town. So it's an alarming world, but do drive safely because people are not completely with it, as illustrated with my two recent stories.